The spiral path. Amara stood at the base of an ancient spiral staircase carved from stone. It rose endlessly into the sky, coiled like the shell of a nautilus, glowing faintly in the golden light of dawn. She didn't know how she got here. One moment she was meditating beneath a tree, listening to the wind. The next, she was here suspended in a space that felt like both a memory and a dream. The staircase whispered, not with words, but with feelings. Each step vibrated with a pattern she couldn't explain but felt familiar. Like music she'd heard in the womb. She took her first step. As she ascended, scenes appeared in the space around the staircase: her childhood, a future she hadn't lived yet, and a moment of grief she thought had long passed. All occurring at once. No beginning, no end. This is time, a voice said, though no one was there. Not a line, but a spiral. You're walking through your own becoming. She paused. But why does it feel patterned? The voice responded, softer now, almost part of the wind. Fibonacci. The divine blueprint. Every leaf, every wave, every galaxy unfolds in spirals. And so do you. As Amara walked, she noticed golden spirals blooming outward from the staircase, like sunflower seeds arranging themselves, or pine cones aligning just right. She saw her life events repeating, but on different levels, slightly evolved, slightly changed. Every heartbreak led to new wisdom. Every joy echoed in a greater joy later. Patterns, always the pattern. Suddenly, she was surrounded by stars. The staircase was floating in the cosmos. Galaxies spun above and below, each in Fibonacci spirals. Even space breathes this rhythm, she thought. So why wouldn't time? The voice answered her thought. Time doesn't move forward. It expands, spiraling through moments. That's why you feel déjà vu. Why synchronicities appear. You're catching echoes across the spiral. Amara began to understand. Her life wasn't a straight story, but a divine sequence, each chapter building on the last, like 1, 2, 3, 5, ever increasing in depth and clarity. Even her trauma had a place in the pattern, the shadow between the petals of a rose. She climbed higher, and the staircase curved inward into her own heart. She saw versions of herself she had forgotten, the child who spoke to stars, the teenager who doubted, the woman who broke open to truth. They all reached toward her. You are not linear, the voice said. You are a living spiral, a soul remembering itself from every angle. Amara began to cry, not from sadness, but from the recognition of herself in all things. In the plants, the galaxies, the math, even the pain. All of it was the same divine intelligence, expressing through a sacred pattern. At the top of the staircase, there was no door, just a reflection. She looked into it and saw herself not just as she was now, but as she had always been. A spark in the great spiral of creation.